Hello, welcome back to Just One Look, and today we're having a look at the Universal Military Simulator on the Atari ST. So I absolutely loved this game, played it for ages. I think it was, we can see it was released in 1987. Not sure what else it was on. And there was a sequel later on which was far more complicated. Unfortunately I never found it in the shops. But anyway, so this is the first one, and this was quite unique in several ways. As you can see, you can create the scenario, design the map, design the army. But first we'll just run a simulation. So we have these preset ones here. So we'll go for 1066 in Hastings. So you can make your own simulations. There was I think expansion packs as well with new ones on. So here we are in the main view. We can zoom in, and we can zoom in left and right. So as you can see, one of the I think pretty unique things at the time was the 3D terrain, not just a flat map. I think there are trees and things like that on some maps. I'm not sure, I can't quite remember, but I think there was. So that's normal north. Yes, so you can see we've got trees as well here. So we've got the Normans down here and their allies, and we've got the Saxons up on the hill. So this is the command phase. We can go to fast display mode, get rid of the landmarks, and we've got movement and battle markers, which we definitely want. So we're going to issue commands to a few of our units. Let's just, I won't go too mad because it's quite a long game. So you can see here movements. Not sure. There we are. Yeah. So it's going to go forward 3, and we'll keep him on maneuver. Attack, and I think probably defend reduces their movement speed. Reserve might. I think it probably improves morale, I'm not sure though, I can't remember. So you can see we've got all these stats here. You can make your own units with their own stats. So we have knights, they're elite, and they will just mow through most things. Let's just do another unit. Okay, so you can go 3 as well. And they can maneuver. Okay, let's ignore these. Unfortunately, I don't think I can skip. I have to go through everybody. Okay, our archers can move 2. I think that's far enough. I think they'll be in range. So these are only average. Now hopefully they'll be in range to fire, if I've not got that wrong. Okay, heavy infantry. So you can go in front of the archers. And last one. Okay, so all done. So we can see here, we've got our movements. Get rid of the black flags. Oh, I don't think the archers will be in range, but anyway, end command phase. So we want the white under computer control, and I think the AI was pretty good. So it can just make its own decisions, which is basically stay on the hill. Let's have the black flags back. And I think there's 6 turns, so it's can't remember, they move at the same time. I think it's asynchronous, which is good. So mine have all moved forward one. I think the Saxons are staying on the hill sensibly. Almost sensibly, because they are just going to be peppered with arrows. Right, let's go to fire phase. We might be in range. So you have fire, ranged weapons, and then next simulation phase. So let's go to fire. Okay, so let's shoot at the Carls. And again, soften them up. Okay, that'll do. Can you reach? No. Okay. So as you can see, it pretty much uses the gem interface for the game. So let's go on to the next phase. Now you can fire every turn of the combat phases. I'm not sure why it does that twice. And let's fire range weapons again. You can't reach. Nor can you, because I haven't moved you. And let's soften up the Carls a bit more. I think they're probably above average, the Carls. The Frid, the Fired, however you pronounce it, is pretty rubbish. I think my heavy infantry and knights can just go through them, even if they're on the hill. Maybe not, but anyway, we shall get to their next turn. Let's fire some more arrows. Don't want you. There may well be a keyboard shortcut or something which will allow me to pick the units I want, but I'm not sure. Perhaps not. Having to cycle through is a bit of a pain. So I think the max movement is 6 squares, and that's how many turns there is. So next simulation phase. Don't want you, Mr. Breton, or allies. Okay, continue to kill these Carls. So I'm not sure why these keep doing so little damage. I think they're exactly the same number and quality. Okay. Now, is this it? Or have we got one more turn to fire? Yep. No, don't want you. You can just sit there. Right. Let's continue on the Carls. I'm actually quite enjoying this. I don't know how many hours I put into this when it came out, but it was a lot. But it's not without its faults, which we will get to. Oh, got another turn to fire. Perhaps it's 8 turns. Let's continue with the Carls. Let's just decimate them so we can get a foothold up onto the hill. I think if I was moving the other units, I'll try and funnel everybody perhaps through this middle. Perhaps take one lot round the side. Right. But once you get up onto the hill, the knights and heavy infantry are very good against the Frid. And the knights are just very good. As far as I can remember, anyway. I do remember elite units in general being very, very powerful. Okay, so that's that turn. So 355 casualties. Right. Let's go and give some commands. I'm not going to bother with these again. Or you. Right. So you can come. Let's just take you. Oh, by going to attack. Can I cancel? Yeah. Okay. Let's go east and up. You can also go up there. And so can you. Let's have some knights. Can't exactly remember how the combat goes, but we shall find out shortly. Okay. To be attacking, so you can move 6. Oh, we can't move anymore. That was a mistake. But you can. And our last knights. I think. Oh, I haven't put you in attack, have I? Yeah. Probably didn't put the other ones in attack either. Can we put them in attack at any point? I think we probably can. Okay, let's leave it at that. That'll do. And we shall... Oops. Mouse doesn't work on that bit of my table. End the command phase and proceed. Okay. Can we fire range weapons? We can. Can't imagine there's much of these. Whoops. These cows left anymore. Okay, let's fire at these. I don't want to actually destroy the cows, so you want to see what happens. Okay, I think we're trying to fire the Bretons. We haven't moved to them for some reason. Right, next phase. So, has anybody moved? Okay. So hopefully my knights possibly are manoeuvring and gonna attack a unit or be attacked while manoeuvring, which isn't good. Can't remember exactly how it works. I think it probably does. Where you change them to attack, if I move them forward and manoeuvre and then the last one attack, it will only be the last square in which they're actually in a attacking formation or whatever. So they could all die horribly. Although against the cows they're so few, they'll probably be alright. Let's hopefully get there. Not sure how strong the cows are. Let's just soften up these a bit as well. Okay, I think they'll be attacking next turn. There we are. Okay, Carl's defeated and running back. Oh, they come down the hill. Oh, my Norman's been defeated. Okay, let's see. I don't think so. I think they're just retreating randomly. Okay. Okay, I haven't got any attacks. That's weird. Are the Carl's dead? Where are you, house Carls? No, they must be dead. So I think you can stack units as many as you want. And that really brings us to the weakness in the game. It's basically in the main battle phase. As far as I know and can remember, it never takes into account flanking or position. It's all about maneuver, numbers. Apart from the hillside, I think that actually does take into account if you attack up a hill, obviously that's worse. But the actual position of the units, if something's surrounded, makes no difference whatsoever. As far as I can tell, I've never noticed anything particularly that suggests that there is any benefit to encircling or surrounding anybody. It treats everything as if they were face to face. I could be wrong, but I can't remember ever being any advantage to actually surrounded or flanking anybody. It doesn't make any difference. It was purely the amount of numbers who were attacking. So basically, the best way to attack was to pile up units and attack one after another on the single unit and just grind it into nothing. And as long as you start off with the better unit, you'll win. So it's a bit of a shame, but that's pretty much the only flaw, I think. Let's just get to the end of this turn and see what the results are. Oh, they're fighting again. That's not going to be good for Frid 8. So I have no way of proving that that doesn't happen, but I've never noticed it. It was always about just piling on the units. Local superiority of number. There isn't actually that many tactics beyond that seem to work. But again, I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. I don't have any proof of that. But surrounding a unit didn't make it any weaker. Okay, non-stacking rule, so they'll move at the end. So total White Army casualties 1095 to 188, so it's gone pretty well. So let's just have a look at our troops. Okay. Let's display order of battle for white. So the housecows are crack, which is just the one below elite, so they're pretty good. Let's see, which one did we attack? So they're 500, they didn't have many left. So I think they were down one Frid and one housecow unit, basically. Let's have a look at ours. Oh, So those knights took a bit of a beating. But never mind. I think that's probably from attacking uphill. Where's our heavy? So our heavy infantry didn't take much damage at all, which is a bit weird. So it's possible perhaps the Frid, a spear, classed as spear holders, and it's worse for cavalry, but I don't think, again, that sort of thing is purely numbers and, let's command, numbers, it's purely their stats, it doesn't matter, there's no paper scissors, it's purely what their morale is, what their efficiency is, and what their status strength is. So I don't think cavalry versus any other type of unit is better or worse. It's purely the numbers and the stats here. But again, I could be wrong, but I've just never noticed that to be the case when I was playing it. So it's all about these stats here. So normally you'd say cavalry are good against, say, in this ranged attack like archers, but when these cavalry attack the archers, it doesn't make any difference what unit they are. If they're better strength or better morale and higher efficiency, they'll kill the archers, or if the archers are better in strength, morale, etc., they'll kill the horses. Anyway, let's get out of this. So that went quite well. Let's just have a look at something just to see. No, we can't do it from here. So let's go to the main menu. So we go to, we won't bother with create scenario, because obviously you just use the map and the armies and put the army on the map. It's basically what that is. So you can design the map. So let's see, I can't quite remember. There you are, you can place landmarks, you can make a ridge. There you are. Or you can add woods. Then you can just make your own map. Yep, let's go back. And design army. The army of non-such. Not that I'm going to do a lot. So we've got different things. Let's have a look. So you've got unit name, speed, etc, etc. Put that all in. There you have your unit. But I'm not going to do lots of... okay, thank you. Again, I don't know how much effect unit types have on it. Again, I've never noticed any great effect. It might do. Let's say pikemen might be good against cavalry. Let's see. Oh no, we can't do that. But anyway, let's leave that there. So it's a war game that's a bit different to most of the ones that were around at the time. There was another war game, what was it? The War Game Construction Kit, which was great. It was a bit more like the traditional war games, but unfortunately it was extremely buggy. I rarely got it to run right, and things, I'd make a scenario, then it wouldn't save, it wouldn't run, or something would happen. Otherwise it was great, but obviously, because it never seemed to quite work right, I much preferred this. So this is I think it's still fun. I'm quite happy to play about with it, I have to say. So that's the Universal Military Simulator from Firebird. So bye bye for now, and I'll see you again next time.